Are you procrastinating your work forever? No matter how hard you try. Are you finding it difficult to stay motivated? Well, here's a book for you. Eat That Frog. The author Brian Tracy named this book Eat That Frog because there's a concept that says you should eat the ugliest frog first thing in the morning, because that will give you the satisfaction that you have done the worst thing that you will have to do all day. So Eat That Frog is a metaphor for tackling your most challenging task first thing every day. That not only allows us to be encouraged throughout the day to do the other tasks, but it also helps us to stay motivated in our life. The most important decision you will make any day is what you will do immediately and what you will do later, if you do it at all. So there is a rule called ABCDE. The tasks can be segregated into 5 different categories. So A is the task that has to be done immediately and are important. B holds the tasks that can be done later, but they are less important than tasks that falls under A. C is a category where you put all the tasks that are nice to be done, which can be done or ignored based on your own priority. And D holds the tasks which can be delegated to our subordinates, our colleagues. We are not really needed to do their tasks. And E is a category that has to be eliminated. So those tasks are not meant to be done, and we should have the courage to say no. Practice the art of saying no to things that don't worth your time. The more you learn and know, the more confident and motivated you feel. The more confident you are less likely to do things that are mundane. Because one of the worst uses of time is to do something very well that need not be done at all. Only 3 things can help us stay motivated in this era of constant distractions: decision, determination, discipline. So instead of constantly worrying about the tasks that has to be done in a day, you should also focus on exercise, good diet, sleeping, and mental health. Ultimately, do not forget what you live for. 6 P's to stop procrastinating. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Every minute you spent on planning saves as many as 10 times in execution. If at all I had planned and prepared the content for this video before, I wouldn't have to reshoot this over and over again. 3 great rules for success. The first one is think on paper. Always write down what you are planning. Only then you will know which are the tasks to be cut down, which should be reprioritized, and you can see visually what is important and what is not. The second one is 80-20 rule. 80% of the outcomes we get comes from 20% of the tasks we do. So prioritize your work and focus on things that really matters. And the third rule is digital detoxification. So this particular rule works for 90% of the people today. Always try to minimize the usage of electronic items, and especially 1 hour after you wake up and 1 hour before you go to sleep. So when you wake up, try to take a sip of water and be grateful for the life you have got in this world. And before you go to bed, you can try to read book, or you can even spend time with your family, because that gives you happiness. Do you remember preparing for the semester exams? I used to start with the easiest chapters first. So I would have only been done with 2 to 3 chapters by the end of the day, and I'll be forced to skip the other 2 chapters, and those are the toughest and the important ones. So what went wrong there? I forgot to eat the biggest frog there. Shooting and editing this video is a big fat frog I had to eat today. So what is yours? As soon as you wake up, take a sip of water and feel grateful for being alive.
Everybody in this town is happy with the rat race. I've been searching all around for some space. No one seems to know what they are looking for. I've got my style, my sound, but they wanna buy my soul. My soul is not for sale. My soul is not for sale, no. My Chalakutti soul is never ever not for sale. I refuse to see why I should live in media.